Alright, I'd like to just start off the video saying I sold a pink truck, sold it a couple weeks ago, made a little bit of money and stuff on it. With the Lightning truck, we took the supercharger unit off just for now so we can drive it during the summer because it wasn't tuned. I didn't have an FMU on it like on my green truck because I didn't want to go that route. We're trying to find somebody that can put a whole aftermarket ECU in it like a Mega Squirt or something. That way it's tuned 100% and properly. I don't have the capabilities to do that, so just kind of looking around, finding somebody that might be able to do that that's in the area. But other than that, it's been a great truck. Everything's been running really good. We kept the BBK throttle body and stuff on it, and then put the factory injectors and stuff back in it.
Run.
So here it is. Here's a Bronco I picked up. I've always wanted a Bronco, and this is the first one that I've got. And these things been outrageous pricing wise. But as you can see, this thing, like all the vehicles I buy, is a piece of crap. It's rusted out. It's dirty as hell. I got it super cheap. Came with some extra parts and stuff. But I'm gonna just do a flipper like I did with the pink truck. I'm gonna do probably an all-over paint job, fix all the rust in it, make it look nice, make sure it's running properly. I've always wanted to do a two-wheel drive Bronco, but this isn't the project that I'd want to keep. I got too many other things I got to finish, like the Mustang and everything else. But it's got about 190,000 miles on it. It's got the 5.8 four-wheel drive, of course. I'll do a quick time lapse here. I'm gonna go through, gut all the interior and just get to cleaning it because this thing is absolutely filthy. You can see the engine base fairly dirty, but it's a 96 model, so it's got mass airflow, anti-lock brakes. It's got a bunch of the goodies and stuff on it that other trucks don't. We got our degreased the first go around, and all kinds of junk and dirt. Everything. This thing is sitting in the woods. It's got all kinds of crap coming off of it. And you see, just by vacuuming the garbage out of it, it looks incredibly better. The carpet is really stained, and I am not really sure if that's going to clean up. Worst case is, am I going to have to dye the carpet, or I'm going to go to the junkyard and try to find another gray carpet interior. Headliner, of course, is going to need to be redone, which isn't a big deal. But I'll get to work on gutting most of this interior. And after I got everything out, it's a little bit more rust in it than I thought, which shouldn't be a surprise because these things rust out horribly. There's a couple holes and stuff in the back, and the rear structure's a little janky, but I'm gonna do what I can there. Surprisingly, the front half from the about the back of the door forward really isn't rusty at all. There's no holes or anything major. It's a little bit of surface rust. Here's the carpets and stuff. I got them on sawhorses, and I'm going to start soaking them with some Purple Power I have in this spray container. And I'm going to pressure wash them probably 3, 4, 5 times and see if it even makes a difference at all. Because this is probably one of the nastiest carpets I've had. I thought the flareside I did before was really bad, but this might beat it. After about 4 or 5 days, carpet's dried out, and it's pretty decent. There's some stains and stuff in it. You can see like right there's a little dirt spot, and there's a couple like different colored stains in it, which I might be able to put a little bit of dye in and get them out. But overall, I was really shocked on how it turned out. And this is about a week or so of me working on it. I have most of the rear metal and stuff done. I had new quarter patch panels ordered, new inner wheel houses for both sides, and I had to fabricate and make a lot of the patches and stuff for the rear body. I just got one coat of fiberglass there on the outside. I'm start doing some body work here soon, and the floor is pretty decent. I mean, there's a few patches I had to make here and there, and then I put a coat of fiberglass over some of the welded areas that I can make sure it's smooth and looks good. But overall, it's structurally sound now, because before it was borderline of falling apart. A little spot here in the roof where I think they had like a antenna of some sorts. I'm gonna have to patch it once I get the headliner out, and then I'll start taking apart the front end. I'm gonna replace the passenger side fender. The cowl panel is pretty beat up. The hood's bowed, beat up. It's in horrible shape. But I have a couple parts vehicles I'm gonna probably rob some parts off of. I think I have most of the panels. The fender had been replaced before at some point, and I don't know how, but you know, it's a newer fender on it, but it's already rusted out, and the original fender is not rusted out. There's a smog pump delete pulley down underneath right there, so someone's already did a little bit of the emissions delete stuff on it. And this being a 96 has a bunch of different sensors and stuff I haven't really come across before, so I'm not sure if I'll leave all that stuff alone or try to clean up the engine bay much. But you can see the inside of the fender isn't red; it's still the black E-coat that they come. And there's a big rust hole here for whatever reason. But a new fender's only about $100. They didn't even have the bolts in at the bottom, so the bottom's just loose. You can see here on the hood where the hinge, I think, overextended, and they tried to close it, which kinked it and bent the hood. So it's definitely going to need to be replaced. Here's most of the interior parts, and other parts I got stored away right now. The interior parts I might end up painting like I did on that pink flareside, because there's a little bit of rust on the speaker mesh, and a lot of the gray's getting a little faded. The seats are in decent shape, other than the passenger seat was missing an armrest, which I picked up one at the junkyard. Going to have to dye it to match. Had to get ashtray and a couple other odds and ends. And then this is kind of my parts bin, I guess, of all the different crap for these trucks. I end up using probably a lot of this stuff I'll end up refurbishing or using for something along the lines. And then the Lightning I have over here is a salvaged title just roller I got a while back. I'll probably get around to it one day, but I'm going to rob the hood off of it, and there's a cowl panel off another truck I have here that I'm going to take. I need to get a set of mirrors, so I might take the mirrors off this truck too. But eventually, the frame's pretty beat up on this truck because it had on the right front, it had a pretty hard impact and actually bent and split it. So I might end up trying to put it on maybe a Crown Vic frame or just replace the frame. I'm not really sure what the plans would be for it when I get around to it. And here's our other parts truck we got, the cowl panel I'm going to use. This is supposed to be the donor for the Lightning there because it's 5.8 two-wheel drive. It's got the drivetrain I need. But again, this is just a little update, so thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll have some more videos and stuff out here soon. And you got to meet our weird turkey Earl.